everybody. My name's Sick. Welcome to the Boys of the Pond podcast.
Sorry, we'll cut that out. Just start it over. That's why they make editing.
My name's Sick.
That's why they make editing. Yeah, brother.
Anyways, we're back, ready for some Boys of the Pond action. It's been a little bit. We had a hard time getting together, but we're here now. Life's getting in the way of everything. We hate it.
It's not my fault that we weren't together. Logan's looking at me right now because last week, 2 weeks ago, whatever, they wanted to do it at 7:30 in the morning, and I never even got a chance to talk to you guys about that. That was crazy. And then, so you say 7:30 in the morning, and then I don't show up at 7:30 in the morning, obviously, because I slept in. And then I've been getting shit for a week straight because of it. I don't get it. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not 150 years old.
You have to be committed.
Yeah.
This is a business.
This is a business.
We're trying to make it big.
We're trying to make it.
Fair enough. All right, so Logan, we're gonna talk about first. So Logan almost died the other night in a car accident,
We want to hear the whole.
and I
detailed
haven't really
story.
heard anything, so I want to hear the story.
I was coming out of Keystone at like 9:30 because I had a videotape.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought you were like on West Nicholson or something
No,
like that.
so like you know where the Bluebird Diner's at?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm coming like I'm going towards my house from Keystone, and this tractor trailer, who was supposed to yield to me, did not yield. Cut in front of me. I had to pull a Dale Earnhardt, skid around him, and as soon as I got by him, my tail kicked out, and then I went straight into the curb. Two front tires, immediate impact upon the curb, blew up.
Jesus
I
Christ.
wheelied in the air. No damage to the underneath of the undercarriage of my car, and as soon as my back wheels hit, those blew up. So when I hit the ground, I had 4 flat tires.
What I don't understand is you told me that you just like you didn't call insurance or anything, right? You just like got his name and number. You could have fucking run his life, dude. You could have owned him. Literally, LLC owned by Logan Moon.
I'm
Afterwards.
not trying to have the dude.
He was a
come
big
after-
rig.
Well, it was a rig, yeah.
That's was he tuned
He
up?
ran,
or anything?
too.
Yeah,
He ran.
He went, and then he got his work, like his regular truck, and came back.
Oh man, dude, that's something's fishy. You could have owned his ass for
I
real.
got his license picture. That's not a problem.
Send it into the
It's all
state
good.
police barracks. Not that I
ain't
mess
worried
with
about
not that I mess with the ops, but
I can't believe it was just the tires.
Relax.
If you smoke a curb at 55 and
Yeah.
all the damage done
Tires
to your
blew
tires,
You're lucky,
your
dude.
carrier's
Holy
fine. Yeah, you're better.
that had to be adrenaline. That's better than anything.
I had to
you
wait
could
like
ever
5
do.
minutes. I was like, oh, I gotta relax, or I'm
Yeah.
calling somebody and be like,
Literally
I
almost
almost
died.
died.
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh, I would
literally
have on the
almost
horn.
died.
I would have been on the horn immediately, starting to call.
So we're gonna get into topics now.
All right, let's see.
After I
What
almost
do we
died.
got over there? What do we got?
This is one I like to hit on. This is like the definition of our high school party days and party days still. Lawton, Laraysville, party baby. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
Lying. Seriously, that's where I'm at with it. You know, the great thing about Lawton parties is I'm never gonna have to see him again because I turned 21 in a week and a couple days. So I'll never have to go to one of those again. And I'm
You'll
really
be there every day at the loft. I know it.
Oh, dude! When I turn 21, I'm gonna sit on that stool the day I turn 21. I'm not gonna get up till the day I die.
Hey
I'm gonna
guys,
be
where's
on that
Cole
stool.
at? He's on a stool somewhere. You know.
Yeah, he's been low. He's at the loft breakfast buffet. He's been loaded since 8 a.m.
But it's noon on Tuesday.
Hey,
That's how he lives his life.
he's gotta get there.
No, what are your? How do you?
We used to get so pumped up for those things, man. You remember we're meeting up at Seth's house. We're going to like Tanner's or something like that.
I know,
Shout out Tanner Ryan.
What's up,
Big
Tanner?
parties up on the hill there.
I know, dude. We used to get so pumped up, like plan our whole day. Here's where we're gonna be at what time.
Oh,
Who's
yeah.
riding with who? We're gonna get to this party. Here's what we're gonna do. We're all gonna stay at Seth's sisters, or we're gonna come back, draw straws for who's driving.
Yeah, who's driving?
July 4th, 2016, 17.
Don't drink and drive.
Never,
kids.
never.
ever.
Don't ever drink and drive,
Bad idea.
guys.
Bad
Stupid.
idea. Well, no, we see
That's
it.
a story. I don't know. Can we? Oh my God! It was 2 years ago. Everybody's drank. All right. Can't say it. Okay. All right.
Okay, all right.
We're withholding things from the podcast now. I thought this was a safe free
Nobody
zone.
needs to know everything.
I thought this was a safe free zone.
I'm trying to get future employment, and I don't need them to
Oh
know.
man. All right. Fine.
5 minutes. Oh yeah, this is every mistake that Logan made as a
I
youth.
was gonna say one thing.
Huh?
Well, it's not a mistake. It was my here. How about I say I was the one driving, but you were really driving.
Why don't we make the
You
plan?
just did it.
We can bleep that out.
No, we're not bleeping that.
Okay. Yeah, we can bleep it out. Anyway, go ahead. What? So the lawn party. Look, how do you? I know that you're a closet in love with the Lawton scene.
I don't know why
you're
you
in
gotta
love with
get
the
after
Lawton scene.
No, I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy a Laraisville party.
Yeah,
like
you
any
do,
other
man.
person. They're a
You
good
remember
time.
how he would always get so pumped? Logan was the one who would always get so amped up.
Guys,
for
where are we
him.
going? Are we going?
Hey, Davy Brown's having a party tonight, you know? Let's go to that. I'm not ripping you up at all. This is just conversation, Logan. It's not. And plus, I need a cigarette. That's the first time I'm going to say that. I did wake up this morning with a massive hangover, and I'm without a cigarette. So I'm grumpy this morning.
Grumpy as hell. I'm grumpy.
I
too.
might let you guys go a little bit for right now and talk about it, which is fine with me.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I thought they were good.
They're a lot of fun. Good way for underage
Good
kids.
chance
to
you're
go
going
up
to
there
see somebody get hit.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
fights happen.
Always
yeah.
fun time, dude. I love
Bunch
going.
of huge ass trucks and who's got
Yeah.
the smallest wiener.
Calling everybody out, dude. That's great.
Ooh, I like that one.
Dude,
All right, we're coming hot and heavy this time.
Definitely
Fuck
cut that one out.
Lawton. Fuck Lawton. We're coming hot and heavy, boys.
Oh man,
Wow.
I love the scene, man.
So, yeah. So as far as topics, we had the Lawton party. What else were we talking about today? We can get some
Kobe being white pulled
No.
up.
JJ.
Yeah,
JJ. JJ Heft. You can't even tell it, but I'm looking right at you through this microphone. You can go fuck yourself, buddy. That's where I'm at with it. That's where I'm at.
Nothing but a good guy.
Well, Jay.
I'm looking at you through this mic.
I'm looking
He
right
knows.
at you.
He knows. He can feel the look.
Oh, Jay knows that feeling when I'm getting after him. That's the same feeling right
Well,
there.
that's a good one.
What?
Gotta get into that. Commuting versus living at school.
That's a pretty serious
Yeah,
topic.
you guys can go ahead. Go ahead.
We go. Logan and I go back and forth on this.
Go ahead.
This is about to get serious and not so funny, but hey, people may want to listen to stuff.
Yeah,
like
we
this.
might as well
you
throw
kids,
some serious shit
You
in there.
kids, okay. Here's a good place to start. Kids in high school, coming up on graduation. When I was in high school, I thought commuting was like the lamest thing you could possibly do.
Absolutely.
I thought like kids that were going to start commuting were going to have like no. I don't know why I thought this, but they weren't going to do well.
No fun.
At school.
You meant in school in general?
Yeah, like they weren't going to do well. They weren't going to get a good education, which literally makes no sense.
Not at all.
Like when we were in high school, man, we were just so naive about that. kind
Oh,
of stuff.
everything.
There are two types of people. There are the people that hate their lives at home, that need to get away from it, and they don't have a good relationship with their
Right,
parents.
exactly.
So that's why they live at school.
Yep.
And the other one is if you have a
That's me. Sorry.
they're telling me like
That's
get
why I
like-
went to the dorms.
Well, no, I'm saying like, and then like if you do have like a good relationship with your parents and you really don't care, then you would commute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like honestly, if you don't have to pay $10,000 a semester, to
Oh my
not
God,
be
you
a
save
student,
so
then
much
You don't
money.
have to pay
As a kid,
$10,000 to live in a
I
dorm.
went to Penn State Wilkes-Barre for my first 2 years, and you save, like if you went right down to the big show as a freshman, like that's what is it, 30,000 a year, something
Yeah.
like that.
Wait.
More for 2 more years.
Yeah,
you
that's
just
what was
refer
good. He said the big
to
show.
main campus as
Yeah.
the big show.
Yeah.
It's huge.
So you're one of those Penn State people now.
Yeah, how's your fucking Phi Delta Kappa frat, Seth?
Phi Phi Kappa, PPK, baby.
Oh no, we lost them,
Are we
boys.
just
I
not-
am wearing. I feel kind of frat.
We're just not going to talk about them going 0-2 in the last 2 games, losing in the fourth quarter.
Penn State sucks.
They're horrible.
They do.
James
I
Franklin,
could
you're
care
a terrible
less.
football
James Franklin's
coach.
a bad
Coach.
football
Football.
coach.
Trace McSorley, you're a terrible quarterback. If I ever see you on campus,
No, he was a hot preseason Heisman, contender. He was
You
like a
watched
top.
the fourth
Oh, he's
quarter
bad.
yesterday?
He's bad. Yeah, he's
Horrible.
really bad. He can't throw out of the pocket. He's got nothing in the pocket. No. Wow. Wow.
But anyways, getting off topic here.
Yeah.
Commuting was nice for those first 2 years, and now that I'm down there, I miss it a lot. But I mean, it's nice to get away at some point, but you save a lot of money. So for you high school kids, if you're thinking about commuting, don't think it's a bad thing. If anything, it's the way to go.
So
if can.
did you like commuting more than you do staying down there, or
Well, this
equal?
time of year, yeah, because I could hunt every night.
Yeah.
Now I can only get back on a Friday night and
You
Saturday
do
night.
hunt down there. A whole
Yeah,
different
that's,
Game-
that's
game
tough.
lands,
though.
yeah.
Game lands. I don't know.
Knocking on doors, having
Or
people
dune
put on you.
hunting.
There's a lot.
Say dune
A lot
hunting.
of
Go dune hunting.
A lot of dune
Yeah.
hunting down there.
For anyone who doesn't know what dune is, you can infer what dune is. It's okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, I did the whole. I was in the dorm my freshman and sophomore year, but I don't know. I was home more than I ever was in the dorm. Lackawanna sucks, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's just
It's
a
like
point.
Keystone. Like, there's no reason
Yeah.
for me to stay on campus when
Exactly.
I should have lived 10
Oh my
minutes
God,
away.
that would
Dude,
really
the
make more
dorms-
sense.
The
Oh, they're
dorms
horrible.
in Lackawanna, man, you don't understand for real dudes until you hang out. I used to hustle 2K we would play $3 games. We would play $3 games, and we'd have a tournament set up. And I was white, and everybody else wasn't.
Oh yeah.
They
Everyone else
weren't.
wasn't.
No one else was white. My roommate was Dylan, but he was Dylan Odell. What's up, brother? He was too scared to ever come.
Are we gonna tell a story about Shitty? That'd be a good story to tell.
Okay.
Oh my god.
God damn it! I wish we had a video or we could do some sort of live video with this. But so anyway, Shitty.
Well.
I had this dude, and I got it. I'm gonna send him the link to this because oh my god. And I'll let you guys. I'll pull up the video while I'm explaining the story. So we were in college. It was our second year in college, Dylan and I. And this kid named Will Bastings came in from New Zealand. He was from New Zealand, straight up, man. He had the accent and everything. He's a big, goofy bastard. He was like 6'5". But so like we went to a couple parties, and Will went to one with us. But he didn't really go out a lot. But you could tell Will wanted to have fun. So Dylan and I got fake IDs right when we turned 19. We got them. So we would go to the bar and stuff, and Will couldn't come because he was too scared. But drinking is legal at the age of 18 in New Zealand. So I thought he could hold his own, we're good. So one night, this is like a random Tuesday. I don't know what we were doing. Like we had class the next day at 8 a.m. Dylan and I go down to the liquor store with Will. We buy some Four Locos. We buy like 2 Four Locos each and a pounder of like Labatt's each. Like we had a ton of beer. We did that 3 different times. We drank all of them and then went back to the liquor store. Man. The third time, Dylan gets there and she's got this book out of what IDs look like. Like she knew 100% this is fake, but she couldn't prove it because it was scanned. So she has this book out and she's looking at it. And Dylan is trash. Standing there trash, man. He can't do anything about it. She sells it to him. I don't know for sure, but I think she said like, don't come back. You guys are a mess. So we didn't go back. We drink all these. Will's messed up for sure, but he's good when I leave the room. I left the room. Dylan and Will kept going. I was like, I gotta get to bed, dude. It's like 3 a.m. So I don't know how much time passes. I was really intoxicated. It was college, and I don't know how much time passed, but I get a knock on my door at like 4:45. I remember looking at the clock, and he comes in because our door kind of just pushes open. So he comes in, and I didn't know who it was, and my throat was really dry. So I take a sip of this Four Loko, not thinking about anything that was next to me. Yeah. Light flips on. It's a Pennsylvania State Trooper that I just took a sip of Four Loko in front of. Absolutely. Worst thing, dumbest thing you could ever do. Yeah. So he tells me, he's like, you know what's going on with your buddy? I'm like, no, what? He's like, he's getting taken off a stretcher. He just shit all over the place. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, just get some sleep. We'll deal with this in the morning. And he left, and I was like, what's he talking about? And I was still really drunk, so I just hit the hay, and Dylan comes in like 35 minutes later, keeled over laughing. Like, can't even function, he's laughing so hard. And what ended up happening was, at some point in there, Dylan was asleep. Will took his pants off. There was just like a regular chair in the dorm room, and Will shit right on that chair. A giant pile of shit. I mean, you guys have seen the video, and I have.
Oh, yeah.
And he's laying there in the video with no pants on, covered in shit. Craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. I thought that only happens in like Barstool videos or stuff like that. Gosh. Yeah, I've never seen anything like that in my life. We ended up we got like 10 hours of community service that we had to do through the school, and like a $50 fine. We got a 1-game suspension from the golf tournament. So it was nothing. Yeah, right. But it's the funniest thing to ever happen to me.
I wish I could have met that kid.
Me too. Logan did, right? Yeah, you met him.
Out there. And I kept calling him Australian, so he kept getting mad.
Yeah, dude.
Like, completely
I love that. I love that kid. We still talk from time to time. Dylan and Will and I are in this group chat, but I gotta pull up that video. You guys can go into the next topic.
Remind me of
Januzzi. All right, new shout out, Big Mike Januzzi. I don't know if he wants me to tell a story, but I'll make it short. Dude can put away the vodka, but
whole handle.
We had to carry that man down 3 flights of stairs. Yeah. Another shout out to Tom Lyons, who's the real hero. He cared for that man that night.
Fuckers, dude. I'm kidding. We're good. Okay, here's the video real quick. I know you guys can't see this, but I gotta play this. No. Oh my God. Wait, I can play the audio for you. I'll play it back. Oh man, dude, I forgot. Naked. Polo socks, dude.
God.
look at how huge that pile of crap is. What was his thought process? Like, drunk or not? What was his thought process? And he was like, oh, okay, this chair. He claims that he doesn't remember anything, but he claims that Dylan was egging him on. Like, you won't shit on the chair. You won't shit on the chair. He says that. He's like, oh, no, you had to be egging me on if I was going to do that. I would never do that. I was like, yeah, well, you did, and you're known as shitty now in our dorm room. On the way out, they were videoing him. They were videoing him. Hey, shitty! Yeah, he ended up leaving after that semester, and he says it's not related, but he left that school because he was known as shitty. 6'5" fucking woolly mammoth looking dude. Shitty. Oh my god, that was funny.
Can you imagine that was your nickname? Like everybody.
No way. And the next day we go into the dean's office. We go into the dean's office and we think we're getting kicked out of school. This was like Dylan's like 17th infraction with the school because we had this douchebag on our golf team named Gooch. Remember him? He called himself Gooch. We didn't call him Gooch. We had this douchebag on our team. And he always, he hated Dylan, and he was a mama's boy little crybaby, so he would always go and tell on Dylan to, administration or whatever. So this was, Dylan's 17th infraction. I was like, Dylan, I don't think you're going to make it through this one. This is bad. And it was...
might be the number.
We go in there, and there's a state trooper there, and there's the dean, and they were like, what kind of narcotics were you on? What kind of drugs were you doing? I was like, nothing, man. We were just drinking Locos. You ever had one?
Yeah.
They're knock you out on your ass, dude. They're for real.
Nail you.
Yeah, but oh man, that was just the funniest. I could go on and on about that
I
story.
remember you sent me videos of you knocking on his door at 3 in the
Oh,
morning.
I got Oh my god.
This Gooch kid would be sleeping, and they would play that at 3 in the morning and wake him up.
Just slide it under his door, and we had a string on it or something. So we'd slide the phone on the door, pull it back. Oh my god, that shit was funny.
Assholes.
I wish I had this.
Man,
I wish I had this video. Do you remember Zach Collins, that kid from Susquehanna?
Yeah. They dumped
One time, so Dylan and I were enablers. That's all we did. We never got directly involved in everything, but we were directly involved. We just weren't the ones doing it. So Zach, we were like, all right, go knock on Gooch's door. It was 2 in the morning. Just go knock on his door and run. And we texted Gooch, and we're like, Zach's coming to knock on his door. Just be waiting, right? So Zach's laughing his ass off. He thinks it's 2 a.m. He's going to get away with it. He taps. The second he taps, door kick. Gooch pinned him up against the wall. He's like, you think that's fucking funny? And Zach was like, you fat fuck, why don't you do something about it? And Dylan and I are in the corner, keeled over, dude. The funniest thing I've ever heard. That was so bad. My college days, Dylan and I, man, we were horrible the way we did things. We were just enablers. Everything we did, we were always kind of involved in something, but we weren't just making everything happen.
Still a enabler, though.
Absolutely. I live on it. Yeah, I live on it, but I'm good at it. I can sneak behind the scenes.
I love being the instigator. I love
the colstigator.
Yeah.
That's what my golf coach called me. That's what my golf coach called me in college, the colstigator.
Wow.
Yeah.
We might have to bring that back.
You want to know what you started, you got him doing?
What?
Whenever I make a mistake, he's like, oh, look. You messed up bad.
Dude, seriously though, he was really upset about that.
And it makes me so mad.
What?
Well, it just
like
any
a Griff,
scenario.
like a Griff.
Oh man, that
Logan called Griff fat.
Yeah,
no, I didn't.
Griff was really.
He was calling you fat earlier. Griff, he was calling you fat 10 minutes before we started this. Griff's fat, and I hate him.
He weighs 80 pounds less than I do.
Yeah, but in relation, you're 6'5", and he's 5'10".
I never called him fat.
Yeah, you did. It's
He was-
messed up. He's one of our best friends.
What I said verbatim when we were playing wiffle ball that one day was, you think you lost all this weight, and now you think you're big. And
You remember that wiffle ball game? That went from having fun to we're playing this game and we're going to win it.
That's how it always ends
That
up.
transferred really
Backyard
quickly.
wiffle ball at Tewksbury's always ends up like that.
That backyard wiffle ball at the Tewksbury's.
That's
Did you hear
right.
that?
It's always
That's
grad
right.
parties. You remember the one kid almost dying on the trampoline?
Woohoo! His Jace's brother. Jason, whatever. I mean, I'll say a name. Jace's brother. What did he do? He hit the trampoline.
He hit the metal around it.
Oh,
He gave him one
dude.
jump.
Bing!
Right there.
Man, I thought he was hurt.
Maddie also spiked a volleyball on his head too. The same day.
5 minutes apart.
That's a
5 minutes apart.
Definite concussion. Poor guy.
Definitely.
Volleyball.
Oh yeah. Well, our volleyball year.
If you played volleyball
Yeah,
our
man.
senior year,
I wish you would have.
That would have been a lot of fun.
That's probably. It's probably the meanest I've ever been to somebody. Is what I was to him. I'll let you explain it.
Do you remember? Shout out to Kenny Brittingham for being a dude. Do you remember in practice when he cranked his ankle and he's like on the ground writhing in pain and Bo's coming over to help him and you walk up to him like, hey Bo, do you think we could bring beer to practice?
In this like terrible situation, Kenny's on the ground like crying. I'm like, Bo, you think we can bring beer to practice? He's cold, not now. Oh man, we were horrible, dude. Do you remember when I punted that ball? That's the funniest thing I think I've ever done in my life. I think that's the funniest thing I've ever done in my life.
We were like on the same side of the net.
We just knew before we get into this. We just knew when we were at volleyball practice. We like, and again, it's not the right thing, but this is a podcast, and I'm being brutally honest. So we victimized our coach. Yeah, we did.
Shout out to Bo.
Bo, I do like you. I like you a lot. I just was a disrespectful asshole, and you let me do it. So we could get away whatever we wanted before he says this. Go ahead, Logan.
We're on the same side of the net doing a drill, and he looks at me, and he's just looking at me like eyes going wild. Takes the ball, drop kicks it directly into one of the lights on the ceiling.
On purpose, like there was trying to do it.
No accident.
I was trying to do it. I don't know why.
Glass come falling off the ceiling.
Those lights. They can put those guards in front of them.
Who came out? Bo came out, right? Or some
Jackie.
She's like, I gotta clean it up. She's like, what the hell happened? I was like, I don't know. I meant to kick it, and it just, I don't know what happened. It just blew up. And oh my god, that was so funny, dude. That was the funniest thing I think I've ever done. Just the way it happened. I looked right at Logan, dropped the ball, and boom, as hard as I could into that light, and it shattered. And you know the lights in the school, they're covered by that metal thing. Yeah, so you have to rocket it, dude.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta kick it hard to break something.
And as soon as he did, he just goes, it's like mouth drops. I was like, oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
I knew I was never going to get in trouble for anything at volleyball. Dude, I came to practice twice a week. Like, the rest of the time I just told... We used to convince him. He'd be like, where were you? I'd be like, I was here. And he'd be like, what? No, you weren't. I'd be like, yeah, Bo, yes, I was, dude. What are you talking about? And he just let it go. Like, it was crazy.
That poor guy, man.
Is he still the volleyball coach at Oakland?
He is.
He still
is. Well, good luck. You know, I don't know.
The most disrespectful moment that I've ever been to somebody was towards Griffin Buttle inside a locker room.
Oh my God.
I was in Florida for that. I missed the whole thing, dude.
I walked up to him, grabbed his shirt collar, and I understand.
For what reason?
No, there's no reason. Just the person I am.
The way I was in the spring of my senior year at that volleyball time, man, I was the darkest, most disrespectful guy.
Probably because it was spring of senior year.
Yeah, I was done, you know. And I played volleyball. I played volleyball like I walked into an open practice one day and I was like, yeah, I'll play. Like, that's it. I was never committed to volleyball or anything. I never had any commitment. Yeah. Basketball and golf, I had a commitment. Not to that.
Funniest moments of our lives were when, like, kids on our team, like, on serves, would, like, they'd hit it directly underneath the net, and me and him would just start laughing.
Do you remember when...
And he'd get so, like, J-Bone. Like, Jonas used to get so mad at us when we started laughing on his serves.
And we'd laugh on purpose. Do you remember the day that those two girls were there and Kenny was calling them like the C word right to their face?
Oh my God.
It was
Brittingham doesn't care. And in the mic, Kenny Brittingham does not care about anyone calling them
fat right to their face. You guys suck. It was crazy. Like, I was like, wow.
Bo's just sitting in the corner.
Yeah, Bo don't got a care in the world. Bo can't say anything about it.
Dude, Kenny doesn't give a shit. He just want to get him and Vidal. Vidal didn't give a shit about anything either. They're like talking like teachers or anything like that. No, they say whatever.
Teacher's room.
You remember when she fell out of that chair? We were sitting there. She fell like twice in one day.
Yeah.
We were reading a book or whatever, and she just fell out of the chair, and everybody lost. Like, we tried to do like the don't laugh kind of thing, but that's way harder. As soon as you do that, you blow right up.
Especially who was in that? It was you.
It was a shit show. That class was a shit show. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, I don't know what happened when we were together. And we had like, didn't we have like Danny or someone in there too? Like, we had some more people who were gonna always contribute to the tomfoolery that was going on. They were always there.
Vidal looking her straight in the eyes, saying, "I have genital herpes." She's like, "Okay."
What did he say?
I have genital herpes.
Right to her. Right, she was like, "Okay, Mr. Vidal." That's all she said. It was.
What a sweet lady,
dude. I seriously could go talking about volleyball. I could talk for 3 or 4 hours straight. You remember when Kenny lost his $70 or $60 at Western Wayne? We were Western Wayne. Kenny lost $60. Someone from Western Wayne clearly stole it. Oh, yeah. But Logan and I were just going, "I have your $60, Kenny."
Oh yeah.
And
I have it right here.
Ruth, my dad's girlfriend, was driving the bus. Finally, like I guess we were being too bad. She pounds on the brakes, who has the $60?
Oh my god.
And we're still going, I got it. Like, we're still, it was messed up, man. That was the same day. Remember we called Nate Preston. What's up, brother? We told him that they're going to call the police. He was in like 9th grade and we were seniors. We were just messing with him.
Bad, yeah.
We told him they were going to call the police. It was horrible, dude. He was so scared. That's where I'm at with it.
Were you on the FBLA bus the one time when I think it was you?
I was doing it. Right? Wasn't it me or who was it?
It was you and Chris Cook.
Yeah.
We're sitting in the back of
That might have been the funniest thing to ever happen.
We come back from FBLA and we all go, ah!
Like, we're like making like, ah! And Kenny wasn't doing it at all. Like, this was like the one time Kenny wasn't involved. So she slams on the bus. She slams on the brakes and goes, who is that? And me or somebody was like, Kenny, what's your problem? And we went to Dunkin' Donuts. She made Kenny sit on the bus while we were in Dunkin' Donuts. She made him stay on the bus. Kenny was so mad.
It's like me, Chris Cook, looking at him. We're like, Kenny, why are you making those noises? Now,
Kenny, you're staying on the bus when we go in there. Oh my god,
Kenny,
that was funny. So I guess our podcast went today from, talking about different. Now we're just talking about stories. And I love it. I'm okay with that. Like I said,
we might have to title this one Kenny.
I wish you took one McGrath class with us.
Oh my gosh.
Nah, man, that was horrible.
Jeez.
I was the most disrespectful. I used to call him a fuck right to his face, chew in his class, whatever I wanted to do. Not go to his class. Like, it was bad.
The one day I came into the room and some kid kicked a hole in his wall. And I go down, sit at my computer, log on. Fidel comes in. I'm sitting there, doing my stuff or whatever. And McGrath comes in. He's like, Logan! And I'm like, what?
What?
He's like, you put this hole on my wall, didn't you? What are you talking about? I'm on the opposite side of it.
Yeah.
And I'm like trying to explain, like, okay, so you think I just came in here and said, I'm just going to kick this hole in the wall for no reason and I'll then go sit in my seat and just act like nothing happened?
No. The funniest things in McGrath class was Kenny. Again, we should just name that Kenny Brittingham. For those, everybody listening is pretty much going to know who he is. He is probably a top 3 funniest person I've ever met. Just because he doesn't care. He doesn't care.
He's a top 3.
Do you remember the sneezing he used to do? The fake? The fake sneezing. Like, he would do it for real, but then he would sit there straight. McGrath would be like, Kenny, stop sneezing. And McGrath would be so pissed off. What, Magoo? What are you going to do? Oh, Magoo.
He'd get right in his face. He'd go, you can do me, dude.
He would get right in his face, man. And then, what?
Do you remember the day he lost? He's like, shut the hell up!
To me and Kenny, finally, McGrath, you know what? I give you props because one day he did stand up to us. Kenny and I were going back and forth. I was in Miss Smith's and he was in McGrath's. Like, you know how there's that wall that separates it with the glass?
Yeah.
I was in there, and Kenny and I were doing whatever we were doing, and Kenny came over into Miss Smith's, and we were being loud and, like, screaming just for no reason. And McGrath finally rifles open the door. Shut the hell up! Shut the hell up! Are you guys done? And I think I was still disrespectful while he was doing that. I don't know what I was saying. But
I was crying.
God, that was funny, dude.
Me and Bedell were losing our shit.
Fidel and I. He lost his mind when he did that. Hey, just because we're on a podcast doesn't mean I'm going to let bad grammar go. All right? It's like cemented into my brain. When I do that, I don't mean to be an asshole. My Aunt Chris used to sit there when I was like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And when I would do that me and Seth thing or whatever, she would be Seth and I right there. And she would like make a huge point about it.
Ruined you.
So now anytime I hear that, literally anytime I hear that, like my head pops up and I hear it. So,
remember when we used to purposely go through Facebook and correct people's grammar?
I saw a Facebook memory the other day of like a status I posted. Like, first of all, I wish that I could see my old Facebook. You remember I had one before this one?
Yeah.
What was on that?
Chestnut 83 days.
Yeah, dude, I remember.
They're all you posting on my timeline.
Yeah.
Saying, hey, Seth.
I know. So I was going through like a memory.
Grade.
I posted a status and I put like a comma in a wrong place or something like that. You, Bedell. Everybody. Bailey was just ripping me up.
Yeah.
Bailey. By the way, I don't think we've talked about Bailey at all. I mean, how the fuck are you, Bailey?
Bailey's going on.
Hey, Doonesy.
Hey, dude.
We should get you on here, buddy. We should get you on here. Why not? Maybe
We
I'll
have a
FaceTime.
handful.
Go ahead. You guys go ahead. I'm going to FaceTime Bailey.
Talk about
Too.
Facebook fights. That was a topic.
Talk about
Speaking
Facebook
of-
fights.
Yeah. People grown adults who go onto Facebook just to unleash and like just make themselves look so childish on Facebook. Man, like, I mean, you can take those problems somewhere else. You don't have to go on Facebook in public to everybody else. Like
something's going on with his
embarrassing to read.
You want to know what you need to do? You need to be a man about it and then internalize all your anger and then just not let it out and then just be mad all the time. That's what I do.
Just be an angry person for the rest of your life. Yeah,
that's what Cole does.
100% agree.
I'm not angry like you claim I am. Tell him if you think I'm angry.
Is there a person on this planet that you know of that is more angry all the time than him? I can't think of a single person.
Anybody. I can't think of anybody just
I look so good right now.
Constantly angry.
Wow.
I look good right now.
You're feeling yourself.
I do. I'm feeling myself a little bit. How do you think I'm angry? Like you always sit there and you go, Cole, you're so angry. I'm not angry.
Have you
If anything,
seen
I'm happy.
the messages that you send
Yeah.
into the janitor's group chat?
Yeah. You can't find one that's angry right now.
I
can't.
They're probably always.
You can't find. Read them out loud.
That one right there.
Read them out.
Yeah.
The first one.
For the people that don't know, I was helping Seth cut up his dough this morning, and this is how Cole responded. I said, "Are you coming or what?" He said, "Are you there? I thought you said you'll text me when you're done." I was like, "We just finished, and I helped Seth." And then Cole says, "Oh, that's right. Well, aren't you full from his cum?"
He said we're gonna go out to eat breakfast, or we're gonna go eat breakfast afterwards or before or whatever. I was like, well, why would you want to eat? Aren't you full from eating his cum? That's not angry. That's like hardy har. Ha ha. Gotcha.
I didn't.
Haha, good one.
Dinger.
Funny.
Gotcha.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
No. We're not going to go there with that.
We should go there.
No,
We're not
we're
talking
not
about
gonna
drugs. Not happening.
No, not drugs. Epidemics. But whatever.
There's an opioid. We can talk about the opioid. Opioid epidemic that is opiate. I'm sorry.
Oh, well,
I don't do it, so
I do it. Let's put it out there for the world. I'm addicted to opiates, guys. You got me. No, there's an epidemic. What else? Is there anything else you guys want to talk about?
I don't know. We're
How long
kind
have we
of
gone?
running up.
We're
We're running up
You
on
cut this last
33,
minute out.
34
33?
minutes.
Yeah, you cut this
Yeah.
last minute out.
So,
No, we don't have to cut it out. We're just talking. Well,
this has been just straight up. We had some topics in mind, but then it just turned into story
Stories,
time.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
hilarious.
I'm okay.
That's
It's
just
fine,
as
it's
funny,
fine.
man.
I really am okay. You know what? Like I said, with this podcast, it's going to be whatever the hell we want to make it be.
Yeah.
So last time, I got some great feedback from that podcast.
Oh yeah,
last
we're
week.
that's okay. We're gonna go into this.
I had people text me that like shouldn't be texting me. You know who you are,
Yeah.
and telling me how good it was.
Yeah.
So
People, we're extremely like thankful, really, for all the people. Like we got over
Makes me
what?
happy.
How many views or listens did we get on that first
300,
one? Like almost
right?
300.
I thought we were getting maybe 30.
Our goal was
I thought
15.
100. I thought 100
Yeah,
conservatively.
so thank you guys for listening. We hope you enjoy them. Keep sending in like requests and stuff like that. You know?
Yeah, hey, I got a lot of good feedback from a lot of people. It was awesome, man. People were loving it. Like
I know. So
people were asking me, "Where's my shout out?" kind of thing.
I was gonna say, I think to close this one up, we got a little list of some shout outs right here. We'll talk about these people. Our first one, our first one is our biggest fan,
Tweeted.
Morgan Groover.
Big day.
What's up?
Yeah, she is.
Big shout out to Morgan Groover.
What's up, Morgan?
Our biggest fan.
Good looks, girl.
Loves the podcast.
No doubt.
Hopefully everybody
We love
does,
you.
but, yeah, we love her too. Next one, she's gonna get pissed
Let me
if I don't
start.
say her
Let
name.
me
Here you go,
start that
Log.
one. Jordan Bavitz from Penn State. You owe me a 30 rack of Bud Light. You drank it. I paid for it. You owe me. That's our shout out.
Two things. I after drinking beer, like I've been hanging out with like older people. It's just like the crowd I've suddenly found myself in. Bud Light's fucking disgusting.
I like Shock Top. That's my
Disgusting.
favorite.
Yeah.
Bud Light is
It's kind
disgusting.
of getting
Water.
past. It was in that point.
When we were,
it's-
yes,
it's
I get
whatever we could get. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Now we
can
kind of
pick.
move on from.
If
it,
I
so.
had to pick a beer, like to drink. Well, am I picking a beer to get drunk on, or am I picking a beer to drink?
You're at a bar and you're eating a hamburger.
Blue Moon.
Absolutely.
I'd
Or
say
like
that.
a Stella Artois or something like that. You know, like
These
Blue
would
Moon.
be my three.
Yeah.
Blue Moon, Shock Top, or Labatt. Those are my three.
I do love Labatt's. I love Labatt's too. That's a
pretty
good
good top
beer.
three.
That is a good beer.
Who
Yeah.
else have we got on that list?
Last one.
Our last one here for the
Godfather of Law.
Godfather Law and the man himself, Dylan Moore, the mustache.
I don't even think this fucking idiot listens to it. Dylan, I don't even think you listen to this podcast. You just and not only what did he?
Is he still rocking that stash? That thing was
Yeah,
badass.
Bug texted me and texted all you guys, right?
Yeah.
Like separately, just saying Dylan wants a shout out. 2 questions with that. Dylan, why didn't you just text us directly? And 2, I guess it's not a question. I know you didn't listen. You just want a fucking shout out. So
Oh, yeah, there you go.
shout out Dylan Moore. There it
There
is.
you go. All right. Well, with that, This has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, man.
We'll probably
be back.
be ripping out a couple more here. Sorry, there's a huge gap from our last one, but we hope you guys will stick with us and keep listening, and listen in your car on your way to work or school or whatever. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for listening.
Thanks, guys. It's been fun.
If you listen for 37 minutes, wow, I really appreciate it.
I
really
appreciate you
we
guys
really love
because
you.
we're having. I hope you guys
Just
are having as much
just a
fun
bullshit
listening.
session.
I hope you guys are having as much fun listening to it as we are making it because these are just plain old fun to get
All right.
together and do this. So.
All right. Well, we'll catch up with you guys later. Hope you enjoyed it.
See you later, homies. See you later, Holmes.
Janie Dine.